Hi, and welcome to another episode of All Things Considered. Um, I was coming across an article, and there's something I was kind of curious about why a lot of YouTube videos are no longer on YouTube anymore. There was a video that I was trying to access on this website, and it was about the lunar landing and how the moon had faked the lunar landing, and it had proof, and it showed a video rigging crane. Well, anyway, in the video, a rigging crane was supposed to have toppled over on the set of the lunar landing film. And I went to the video and it was taken off. It was no longer there anymore. And I contacted the website, and they said that they don't know why it's no longer there anymore. They didn't take it down. So anyway, I came across this Forbes article, and it says YouTube has quietly removed over 8 million videos while you weren't looking. According to YouTube, over 1 billion hours of video content is watched on the platform, though they've been working behind the scenes to make sure that some of it never sees the light of day. In a recent blog post, it was revealed that though through a combination of machine learning and human flaggers, over 8 million videos have been quietly removed from the platform. As part of YouTube's commitment to be more transparent with its users, they released a report that revolved around flagging activities between October and December of last year. The video service introduced machine learning as a countermeasure in June of the same year, which reported content that didn't align with its community guidelines in terms of services, which includes pornographic content, violence, and extremism, and a lot more than that. My thoughts on it, you got to forgive me, I'm just now waking up. My thoughts on this whole thing is that not only are they removing content, is YouTube removing content that's not fit for YouTube, they're also removing content that doesn't align with current historical viewpoints, such as 9/11 conspiracies. There used to be like a whole ton of videos that were up that dealt with how the 9/11 was faked. United 93, how that crash site wasn't real. The Pentagon was bombed and not an airplane didn't hit it. Various things like that. There used to be a ton of videos up like that, but now you cannot find videos like that anywhere at all. And it's just really kind of sad that YouTube is taking down videos like that. I don't know if the United States government's working with YouTube, or if YouTube itself is just systematically going through and fixing things, like also moon landing hoax videos that say the moon landing was fake. Now what YouTube is putting on YouTube, what they're putting on videos now is a lot of things that are pertaining to Encyclopedia Britannica and things like that. So if I put up a video that says moon landing was faked, it'll be under the Britannica Apollo missions and blah blah blah. So it just kind of threw me for a loop here, that things that you used to be able to find on YouTube are no longer there. I can't be the only person that's had this problem. And there's got to be other videos that people used to have contact with that they no longer have contact with. Like, I remember a video I looked up on YouTube a while back where it was about the United 93 crash site. There was a local news media that was sent to where the plane was supposed to have crashed. They got to that site where the plane was supposed to have crashed, and there was no crash site there. There was no plane debris. There was no ground, smoldering ground, or any of that. You could hear them talking to the news anchors, asking, "Are you sure we're in the right place?" "Yes, this is where it was supposed to have happened. This is where our information led us to." Well, a couple hours after that, the United States government moved in, and before you know it, it's a crash site. It was not a crash site prior to the government getting there, but after the government got there, it became a crash site. So YouTube has taken that down. There's other videos like first responders that went to the Twin Towers before the planes supposedly hit the Twin Towers, and you see the first responders talking about how they got there. There were bombs in the basement and the lobby of the Twin Towers, and then all of a sudden you hear what appears to be explosions going up, like they hear explosions above them popping, like you're popping the joints from the floors, as if you're going to let the floors free fall as soon as something above them hits them. It's like they're not going to fall exactly on their own, but as soon as something taps them, they'll drop out. And that's what happened with the 9/11 Twin Towers. But videos of that nature have been taken down also because it doesn't fit the narrative that the United States government wants us to believe. We need to believe that 9/11 was true. It happened the way the government said it did, for a couple of reasons. For one, if it came out that 9/11 was false and that we staged that as a way to get us back to the Middle East, a lot of people's realities would be destroyed. There's a lot of people that died on 9/11. I had two good friends that were supposed to be on Flight 11, David and Lynn Angel. And, nobody knows exactly what happened to them. The official narrative is they were on the planes slammed into the Twin Towers, and the rest is history, but nobody really knows for sure. We just have what the government tells us, and we hope that the government would not lie to us, but we don't really know for sure. So, just over time, I mean, if you think of it, try to remember something dastardly conspiracy-wise that you remember from a while back, and then try looking it up and see if you can still find it. There was a video that I used to see on YouTube that's been taken down, and it's about the NASA moon landings in '69. And this gentleman that made this video, he said that he was going to debunk the moon landing by using astronauts' own interviewing and stuff, using astronauts. And there was current astronauts that were in their thing. They were being interviewed. They were being interviewed about different aspects. And one astronaut lady, she said, well, what I would like to see in my lifetime is for us to finally be able to go to the moon. Now, apparently we have been to the moon already. Have we not? She said apparently we haven't, because in her lifetime she would like to see us finally, not finally go back to the moon, she said finally go to the moon. Another astronaut said that right now we do not have the technology to get us through the Van Allen belt. Well, apparently we do have the technology, because in '69 we went through the Van Allen belt and made it to the moon. So all these different things that could show that the moon landing was faked, 9/11 was not exactly what they said it was, various videos of that nature that could prove that all this stuff is wrong, is being systematically taken off of YouTube. It's disappearing, and I don't understand exactly why it's disappearing. But it's just one of those things where it could possibly be just a coincidence. People are taking them down because they're no longer relevant, or people are not taking their videos down and they're just disappearing. And when they ask YouTube where they went to, YouTube acts like they don't know what happened. So I'll do a little more checking next time and try to figure out exactly what's going on with that. But for right now, there's like a whole ton of videos that are slowly disappearing off of YouTube, and I can't be the only person that's ever noticed this. So keep an eye out for it. Let me know what you think. If you like my videos at all, please like and subscribe down at the bottom, and leave a comment. If you know of any YouTube videos that are very important kind of videos for historical reasons that have been taken off of YouTube, or that have just disappeared and you can't find them anymore, put them in a comment and let me know what's going on. I would love to hear from you. Anyway, I'm going to let you go on that note. This has been All Things Considered. Have a good day. All points and beyond.